will be determined primarily by R and the number of coronavirus cases, and in turn, that COVID alert level will tell us how tough we have to be in our social distancing measures. The lower the level, the fewer the measures, the higher the level, the tougher and stricter we will have to be. There will be 5 alert levels. Level 1 means the disease is no longer present in the UK, and level 5 is the most critical, the kind of situation we could have had if the NHS had been...
Man can achieve in life. You see this leaf? If you cut it can come out of a burrow.
Wow.
And come on top of the plane.
Wow.
That brings the oxygen carbon dioxide.
Hi, hello and welcome back to Tough Wisdom. I'll be giving you some good information, because information is informed action. So welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm feeling to do something a little bit different. I was feeling a bit enthusiastic this morning when I woke up, and just a little definition for you. Enthusiastic means you feel like you're in God. A man should live inside of God's heart. You shouldn't have God in your heart, you should be within God. You know what I mean? You are not God, you should know the distinction, but you also act as God. So yeah man, I'm feeling enthusiastic today. So this video is gonna be, it's not a reaction video, it's more like my understanding from this speech, which was so nicely articulated yesterday. I gained so much value and so much inspiration from that, so much hope, so much faith, and I feel like that's what everyone is looking for. And in this video, just so I'll share my understanding, and obviously as always talking about, if I'm sharing my understanding with you, you're understanding what it means to be tough. And he put so much reference on being tough. He said we're gonna have to be tough. So I felt like that was us for me. And as tough, I think it just better I talk about what it actually means to be tough. You know what I mean? Before I go deeper into sharing my understanding with you, so you just gotta understand, like, we're living in some tough times, or should I say we're living in some crazy weird times. We're living in some unusual times, and during unusual times you're gonna need unusual people, tough people. So tough times require tough people, so you need to understand the principle of being tough. Tough, like I nicely said in my last videos, it's about paying attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Yeah, after you realize what you're thinking about, what you're acting on, how do you act, and then obviously generates that feeling. How do you then feel? So if you're thinking about yourself, your mental health, everything that is, how your body works, how you heal, how you don't heal, or how anything happens really, if you're thinking about it and then you're also acting on that information, it's going to generate that feeling that you're going to have. So we're going to go deeper and ride this wave, which was this speech. But actually I did a quick tarot today, and he's a magician, so I'll just get deeper into that and just share my understanding on why he'll be the magician. And then yeah man, we're just gonna grow and expand our understanding, and then grow into a greater self, and fly and be free and regain our freedom. Fly high baby. Hey. You have to put this on. Okay. So yeah man. So in that speech, so what I understood is, you have to put into consideration 2 things, right? One is he is speaking from experience. He had it. And now going back to the tarot reading, or with the magician, yeah. You can sense that up. So he'll be the magician, right? Because if you think about it, what he was able to do was able to use the 4 elements, right, in the universe. The 4 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. So if you say, you can look at fire, which is the desire. It was his burning desire to live and to survive. So he could come back into office and lead the nation. There's the fire. He had, the water will be, his emotional state, his emotion, the flow of his emotions. Yeah, how was his emotional state? Obviously, he'll be feeling more positive. He'll be on more higher vibration. Then you also look at like air. Air is his intellect, his mind. Obviously thinking positive, and also how he's acting positive, which then correspond with his earth, his physiology. Then his body transformed and transcended, and then he was healed, he was reformed, and he was back, and they could just lead. Secondly, you also have to understand that this speech was broadcasted on multiple frequencies, on a range of variety of frequencies. So depending on what vibration you are vibrating on, determines how you resonated with the speech and what you understood from it and what information you got from it. So a lot of my my friends and a lot of people that are from the tweets that I saw, and most of what I saw confusion. I feel like there's a lot of confusion, and I feel like I had to say something because I don't feel confused. And it should have been selfish for me to not share my understanding, because confusion is just chaos, and I'm all about organizing. The wind always moves in flow. That's what I'm trying to say. The wind always moves in flow, and when you're vibrating and you're flying high, you're in flow with the wind. And you're moving with the wind and you're not fighting it. You've organized that chaos. So that's how I live life, and it is important, is much for me to share that understanding, so that the more people in my corresponding environment can also vibrate and resonate on the same frequency, and they can all move. It's important to remember, at some point, you gotta stay safe. At some point, he also had it. And when he had it, he had to deal with it. So which means he's now got experience. And experience is what most of us don't have. And because most of us don't have that experience, we have fear. Right? We've got fear of our health, we've got fear of our finances, fear of our family, which are the same thing that he also addressed, because he's got the same fears. He's just as much human as we are. But you also have to put into consideration, I don't know if you guys watch medieval movies, the king or the highest person in any community. Think about the head of any family, the head of any community. If the head is unwell, the whole community begins to go down. But if the head is well, the community, the head begins to rise. So he got it, and obviously he's the head of this herd. So as he's rising, the herd is also rise. But as a vibration is the movement of energy, and we're all energy. That energy cannot just move all at once. It has to gradually move up. So the way the information is shared, it should be in a tactical way that still maintains that order, still maintains that that order that we've created. So if you saw on the chart, like you said, we said at the top where it was at the peak. When the virus was first introduced, no one knew what it was, and it affected everyone. Finances, you lost your jobs, you lost your friends, you lost your families. All of that happened. Everyone wait, what? So the fear level was at its peak. But obviously, as we're in lockdown, more information started to come out. So we started to learn more about the virus itself. To learn, it's not actually the COVID. I pay attention to London Real. And we use some links, to go check out. On London Real, there were some speakers that came on, scientists, people who actually have degrees. Me, I'm just someone who's just telling my story on what it means to be tough. So, from my understanding is, the virus itself, you understand from the law of correspondence that was without is also within. So if outside of your body, there's a whole ecosystem that survives outside of you and lives. Within you, there should also be an ecosystem. And if there is imbalances outside the ecosystem, there's also, imbalances in the internal ecosystem. It's a cycle that is in constant motion. So to go a bit further into this, so you have to understand. So from what I got from that speech is that we've made some positive changes, we made some good strides forward. We're all moving forward in the right direction, and the numbers are looking to go down. But as long as we maintain that positive outlook and maintain that positive outreach, things are gonna begin to look a lot brighter. Because if you pay attention, at the moment when it was locked down, we were still free. We weren't completely locked down. Some people maybe, but we were still able to go out and exercise and still rejuvenate and maintain the frequency and in tune yourself with the higher vibes. We're able to do that. But then obviously that was limited to a specific amount of time. But from Wednesday, that's going to be eased, increasing the time. But obviously if you're paying attention and also, maintaining the social distancing, not, bring yourself close to too many people in terms of, let's say, the virus itself, the way you catch it is it either goes in your eyes, in your nostrils, in your mouth, something like that. So the more prominent it is, and obviously sometimes the more people that they are, it's quite harder to actually maintain good hygiene. So things like that is what you have to be mindful of. He told me yesterday that cleanliness is close to godliness. So the more you maintain your own personal hygiene, and obviously distance yourself sometimes from people, because that social distance isn't always in terms of physical distance. It will also be on a mental level, because sometimes if you associate yourself with people that are not on your level mentally, it can also affect your body physically, and that effect itself can also cause the manifestation of this fear in so many different ways. So the more you actually practice more self-care, going into nature, working on your mind, working on yourself, developing the people you're around, maintaining good health, good habits, things like that, those are the things that are going to help you grow and also minimize the numbers of people that are going down. For instance, if you look at it, the increased number of inactivity can cause other people to start feeling the mental effects of it, and the mental effects can then manifest itself again as the COVID in so many different forms. But with encouraging people to start going to work, even though when they can't work from home, it allows them to be more active and to be participate in the creation of this life, and therefore minimize the numbers of death because there's more creation, there's stagnation because there's more growth. So when you actually have that and begin to ride this wave of life, and you can organize the chaos, and you can start to look forward to a brighter future and work together with everyone that is around you. But in order for you to work with the people around you, you need to trust, right? He was elected Prime Minister for a reason, because people trust him. And I watched a documentary a few weeks ago on him and David Cameron, and it gave me some perspective on the level of intellect he possesses, and I was just mesmerized to understand and grasp the kind of person that he is. And obviously when you have an understanding of someone, you've got love, and once you've got love, you become one person. And when you become one, you start to move together, vibrate together, and move in unison. So the more you cultivate that relationship and understanding, the more you can begin to move forward, and you can actually begin to see what they call herd immunity growing, because obviously the herd is also transcended from this fear and is coming to take us into liberation. And like Moses, maybe the river or the sea was parting, but this one, we're gonna ride it. So to summarize, we're all gonna have to be tough. We all need to be tough. Meaning we'll have to be thinking towards a positive future, maintaining that positive outlook on life, following the laws, but also making sure that our mental health is just as well as our physical health. Because if your mental health is not good, that can also affect your physiology. So you need to work with both. So going out in nature and now having the freedom to be able to do that should also give you the opportunity to see that, oh yeah, there's so much more that's coming out. And the more we maintain and the more we follow the social distancing guidelines that have been provided, we'll be out of this in no time. Because June is like next month, and they're already looking to open things up by June. That should already give you hope that we're going somewhere. But instead of just going crazy with it, we're doing it gradually, and we're trying to do it in a way that does not start again the chaos which we've been trying to stop all this whole time. But yeah, in order to gain a bit more perspective and understanding for yourself, tune in to London Real. I'll put in the link to their website and the subscription for their YouTube on here as well, so you can just get this good information as well and know.
Amboshande nzvimbo dzavakanotandara vachiti kufara asi zvakazorwadza satani anonyangira